What really happened? Was it planned? Was there a cover-up attempt? And was it legal? Inquiring minds want to know.
Hey everybody, this is Scott coming to you from the Lion's Den, sister channel to Kid Pasty 72. I just wanted to show you guys a couple of things here. Not anything super new, so to speak, but kind of more of a recap on stuff. What you're looking in front of you here is the Venom stove. This, I got the design as far as the how-to from Oakeycreek, and I really want to make sure and give credit to Zelph Stoves. I believe it's woodgasstoves.com. Possibly find them on BP Lite as well, but it is actually designed or modeled after his Super Venom stove, which is a one-piece. This is not. This is definitely a three-piece stove. However, the reason why this looks the way it does here is this being, of course, a little bit taller than what it should is because this is how I like to pack it. This actually is not a Venom stove. This is a Venom stove and a smaller stove, just like it. As you see, I scaled it down. This is a Venom energy drink can. Has exhaust wrap in here to be used as a wick, and then a Bud Coddle bottle, which is cut down to give you your stand. The way it sits, take a Foster's pot, sits just like so. And what I did was, I wanted to make sure, I've been playing around with these for quite a while. If you look at my sister channel, Kid Pasty 72, you'll see that I've had up there for well over a year pictures of this and the original Super Venom stove that I got from Zelph. This, on the other hand, a little more my own design. I cut it down some. I used actually the base of the Bud bottle, the Coddle bottle, as it's most commonly referred to. It's not necessarily Bud. Depending on what part of the country you're in, they make them for different companies. And then what I did was, this here inside is actually just a deodorant bottle itself, aluminum bottle. Had to play around. I happened to find one that fit inside of it. It's like a Right Guard or something like that, or an Axe bottle, something of that nature, and it works pretty much the same way. Stick your can right on top, does the same thing. Now, being able to do this, of course, the Venom will hold a lot more. You can put about 3.5 ounces worth of fluid in here. So if you're doing a really large container, or if you had several to go through, you can throw in 3.5 ounces of heat or denatured alcohol, and once one is boiling, take it off and move the other one right on and never have to relight. This one weighs a lot less, of course, because there's a lot less material. This will handle approximately 1.5 ounces to 1.75 ounces of fuel, which still is way more than you actually need if you're doing an ultra light type of cook kit when you're looking at using the Foster's pot. However, I decided to try to go one step further. Although the height is roughly the same, that way I could still keep it at about a 2-ounce mark. I took both of these are for hair care products. Something my wife used, I don't know what they are. But just for reference to see just the difference in size in this one, if you look, this one is slightly taller. However, it fits inside completely. Same thing. As you seen on the Venom stove, sits there. Took to my Coddle. And now onto this one. So what I'm going to do is, now I've kind of shown you what they look like here with those. I'm going to take my smaller can, which You see, this is the one that I got with my mini heat cook kit from Smoke Eater 908. Thank you very much, sir. Love this thing. In fact, I tend to use this a lot. I've been using it a lot at home, actually, more than anything else. That and the mini heat, man, I tell you, I must use that thing like 3-4 times a week since I've gotten the thing. I've probably used that more than any stove I've bought since I started on this endeavor, you know, about a year and a half ago, of collecting these little things. I really like them a lot, but I do enjoy making my own as well. Just so you can see, the way this fits is not too great on this. And when I knew that this was going to start being made, it's why I wanted to come up with something different. This will barely sit on there, but it's not seated in well. On this one, however, it's perfect. Problem being is it tends to climb a lot. So I wanted to see if I could get something a little bit smaller diameter that kind of fitted a little bit better. And in reference to size, if you look at it, it almost looks like it's just been scaled down. Still climbs up the side. I mean, you can't get past that on these type of stoves, but it is nice to know that, you know, although everybody wants to have a windscreen, this is you fill the stove up, you light it, you can walk away. You got anywhere from 5 to 8.5 minutes. You know, you can get something else done. Rule of thumb, always be safe. Mind anything that's burning. However, you don't have to sit there and baby it. And that's what I really like about these stoves. So, sorry, I know I'm making this kind of long. I just wanted to show you guys a couple other things, and then this video will be done. This will be part 1, and I'll get on to part 2 here in a, well, for you guys it'll be pretty quick here. Wanted to show you guys the Imusa grease pot, which is my new pot that I showed in previous videos on my other channel. And as you see, it actually works on all of these. Here's another flat bottom pot that's smaller, which is the GSI Minimalist, and it works very well for her. I always carry one of these. It's kind of like my go-to stove. You know, I love the other ones for baking and for when I need to do longer durations, but when it's a quick, I just need to boil the water really fast and get it going. This is what I typically use more than anything else. And of course, the good old trusty Boy Scout pot here. They all sit nice and level. They all seem pretty decent and sturdy. And just so you know, I mean, these guys here, I mean, they're solid. That is nice. It's not like they're really going to break down, you know, quickly. They're not going to crush real easily or anything. They are pretty strong and solid. So, all right, I'm going to cut from here, guys. Thanks for watching, and look for part 2, which is I'm just going to do a quick lighting, and so you guys can see them, and switch the pots around on it, so you can see how it sits and how it flames out there. Thanks for watching. Please rate, subscribe, and comment. If you guys are new to this channel from my sister channel, Kid Pasty 72, thanks for following me over. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and look forward to the new year. This is Brother Scott in the Lion's Den. Out.
The only way to bag a classy lady is to give her 2 tickets to the gun show.